The architecture of the United Kingdom is a testament to the rich and diverse history of the nation. From ancient stone circles to modern skyscrapers, the built environment of the UK reflects centuries of cultural, political, and technological changes. This documentary explores the evolution of UK architecture, highlighting key styles, movements, and iconic structures that have shaped the landscape of England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Early architecture, prehistoric to medieval, prehistoric and Roman architecture. The story of UK architecture begins with prehistoric structures, the most famous of which is Stonehenge. This ancient stone circle, dating back to around 3000 BCE, exemplifies the early human ability to construct large, complex structures without the use of modern technology. Other notable prehistoric sites include the Neolithic village of Skara Brae in Orkney, Scotland, and the burial mounds of Newgrange in Northern Ireland. The Roman invasion of Britain in 43 CE brought significant advancements in architecture and engineering. The Romans introduced stone construction, grid planning, and public infrastructure such as roads, baths, and aqueducts. The city of Bath, known for its Roman baths, and Hadrian's Wall, a defensive fortification stretching across northern England, are lasting legacies of Roman architectural prowess. Anglo-Saxon and Norman architecture. Following the decline of Roman rule, the Anglo-Saxon period saw the emergence of simpler, wood-based structures, many of which have not survived. However, some stone churches from this era, such as St. Peter's Church in Bradwell-on-Sea, Essex, provide insight into early medieval architecture. The Norman conquest of 1066 ushered in a new era of building, characterized by the Romanesque style. This period saw the construction of massive stone castles, cathedrals, and abbeys. Notable examples include the Tower of London, Durham Cathedral, and Canterbury Cathedral. The Norman style is marked by its use of rounded arches, thick walls, and large towers. Gothic architecture, 12th to 16th century. The Gothic architectural style began to take hold in the 12th century, replacing the earlier Romanesque style. Gothic architecture is characterized by pointed arches, ribbed vaults, flying buttresses, and large stained glass windows. This style aimed to create taller, lighter, and more airy structures, symbolizing the heavens and divine light. Key examples of Gothic architecture in the UK include Westminster Abbey, York Minster, and Salisbury Cathedral. The intricate stonework, towering spires, and expansive windows of these buildings continue to inspire awe and reverence.
Renaissance and Tudor architecture, 16th to 17th century. The Renaissance period, beginning in the late 15th century, brought a renewed interest in the classical architecture of ancient Greece and Rome. This was reflected in the symmetrical proportions, classical columns, and decorative details of Renaissance buildings. In the UK, this style was often combined with the native Tudor style, resulting in a unique blend of influences. Tudor architecture, prevalent during the reign of the Tudor monarchs 1485 to 1603, is characterized by half-timber-bird houses, steeply pitched gable roofs, and ornate brickwork. Notable examples include Hampton Court Palace and the many surviving Tudor houses in towns such as Stratford-upon-Avon. Baroque and Georgian architecture, 17th to 19th century Baroque architecture. The Baroque style, originating in late 16th century Italy, arrived in the UK in the 17th century. Baroque architecture is grand, dramatic, and richly decorated, often featuring bold, sweeping curves and lavish ornamentation. In the UK, Sir Christopher Wren was a key figure in the Baroque movement, designing iconic structures such as St. Paul's Cathedral in London and the Royal Hospital, Chelsea. Georgian architecture, the Georgian period, spanning from 1714 to 1830, is named after the reigns of the first four Hanoverian kings of Britain. Georgian architecture is characterized by its elegance, symmetry, and adherence to classical principles. Key features include balanced facades, sash windows, and decorative cornices. Notable examples of Georgian architecture include the townhouses of Bath and the squares of London, such as Grosvenor Square and Bedford Square. The Scottish city of Edinburgh also boasts a wealth of Georgian buildings, particularly in the New Town area. Victorian and Edwardian architecture, 19th to early 20th century. Victorian architecture. The Victorian era, named after Queen Victoria, who reigned from 1837 to 1901, saw a wide range of architectural styles, reflecting the eclectic tastes and technological advancements of the time. The Industrial Revolution brought new materials and construction techniques, leading to the development of iron and steel structures. Victorian architecture includes Gothic Revival, characterized by its intricate stonework and pointed arches, as seen in the Houses of Parliament and St. Pancras Station. The Italianate style, with its stuccoed facades and classical detailing, is exemplified by Osborne House on the Isle of Wight. The Queen Anne style, with its red brickwork and decorative terracotta, can be seen in many suburban homes built during this period. Edwardian architecture. The Edwardian period, from 1901 to 1910, marked a transition towards simpler, more restrained architectural styles. Edwardian architecture often features half-timbering, large bay windows, and ornate plaster work. This period also saw the emergence of the arts and crafts movement, which emphasized traditional craftsmanship and natural materials. Notable examples include the houses designed by architect Edwin Lutyens and the garden city of Letchworth. Modern and contemporary architecture, 20th to 21st century, modernism and post-war architecture. The 20th century brought significant changes to architecture in the UK, influenced by modernist principles of simplicity, functionality, and the rejection of ornamentation. The post-war period saw the construction of numerous public housing projects and new towns to address housing shortages. Key modernist buildings include the Dalal War Pavilion in Bexhill-on-Sea, designed by Eric Mendelsohn and Serge Shermafe, and the Royal Festival Hall in London, a centerpiece of the 1951 Festival of Britain. Brutalism, a style characterized by raw concrete and bold geometric forms, is exemplified by the Barbican Estate and the National Theatre in London. Contemporary architecture. In recent decades, the UK has seen a resurgence of innovative and sustainable architecture. Contemporary buildings often blend cutting-edge technology with traditional materials and forms. Notable examples include the Shard, a glass skyscraper designed by Renzo Piano, and the Eden Project in Cornwall, a series of biomes housing diverse plant species. Sustainability has become a key focus in contemporary architecture, with buildings such as the Bedsd Eco Village in London and the Green Building in Manchester showcasing energy-efficient design and renewable energy systems. Conclusion: the architecture of the United Kingdom is a rich tapestry of styles and influences, reflecting the nation's complex history and cultural diversity. From ancient stone circles to futuristic skyscrapers, the built environment of the UK tells the story of human ingenuity, creativity, and resilience. As we move into the future, the challenge will be to balance the preservation of historic structures with the need for sustainable, innovative design that meets the demands of modern life.